Shadow of the Crack, The Rise of the New King of the Demon World. Chapter 1, Prophecy and Rift. For 500 years, the demon realm has been ownerless. No demon lord can truly rule this land full of chaos and terror, and the monsters are scattered and fighting, and the demon realm is plunged into a long period of chaos and madness. According to legend, a prophecy whispered throughout the demon realm, when the heavens fall apart, a new demon king will come, and no one will be able to hurt him in the slightest. On this day, a sudden earthquake in the demon realm shattered the silence, and the cracks tore open the barriers of space. A dazzling light pierced the sky, and a human man fell through the crack. He was dressed in ordinary grey clothes, his face was full of confusion, and his eyes were full of surprise and puzzlement. His name is Lozian, an ordinary librarian who lives in a small town on the edge of the human world. The sky fell apart, but it became the starting point of his destiny. Chapter 2, The Intruder of the Inverted Frieze. As soon as Lozian landed, he was besieged by all kinds of monsters in the demon realm. Strangely shaped minions, soul-devouring spirits, and even flying shadow wings all eyed him. However, to the surprise of all the monsters, he was completely unaffected by magic. Whether it was fire, frost, or curse, they all slipped from him like air. He scrambled to dodge the attack, with only one thought in his mind: where is this? Why am I here? Just as he was about to be torn apart by a giant wolf with 3 heads, a glowing black-purple light erupted, repelling the giant wolf. The shot was made by a demon girl in armor, her eyes were like an abyss, revealing perseverance. Who are you? Why are you here? She asked. My name is Lozian, and I really don't know how I got here. He replied sincerely. The girl glanced at him coldly. You are unlucky, you fell into the rift of the demon world. The girl's name is Elena, one of the few guardians of the demon realm who believes in the ancient magic law, and she decides to temporarily protect this unexpected intruder and take him to meet the elders of the demon realm. Chapter 3, The Elder's Judgment. Elena led Lozian through the perilous ruins of the demon realm to the ancient obsidian temple. The 3 demon realm elders were waiting for them. The eldest of the elders was Baldric, whose eyes shone with unfathomable wisdom. Lozian, for 500 years, who was the demon king we were expecting, but we didn't expect it to be a human. Another elder, Mylunfia, said coldly, not only is he not affected by magic, but he also exudes an ancient power, perhaps the prophesied demon king. The last elder, the young but dignified shaman, said worriedly, human beings should not exist in our world, and his appearance may be a change between heaven and earth. Lozian didn't understand these words at all, he just wanted to go home. However, the words of the elders struck his heart like a hammer. This earthquake was not accidental, but predestined. Chapter 4, The Awakening of Power. Under the guidance of the elders, Lozian was put to the test of an ancient magic. Amazingly, not only is he not harmed by magic, but he is able to convert magical energy into his own power. He discovered that he had the ability to space immunity, which allowed him to travel between different dimensions, which was why he was able to fall from the rift to the demon realm. But as the power awakened, Lozian's heart began to waver. He doesn't want to be a demon king, he doesn't belong to this world. But the crisis in the demon world is getting worse and worse, and the monster forces on all sides are ready to move to snatch the throne of the demon king. Chapter 5, Struggle and Alliance. In the dark depths of the demon world, the forces are intertwined. Salzak, the Lion King of Infernal Hell, leads an army of lava monsters to bring the demon world under the flames. In opposition to this is the Ice Empress Etheriel, who controls frost and storm and vows to freeze and destroy the lava forces. In this battle, Lozian is gradually drawn into it, and becomes the key to the contention between the 2 powers. Elena became his main supporter, along with the assassin Shadow Harud from the Dark Forest, a mysterious monster with the ability to change his body and choose to betray his own race to join him because of a certain word from Lozian. Chapter 6, Betrayal and the Truth. Just when Lozian thought he had finally found an ally, Elena's true identity was revealed. She was actually Salzak's spy, trying to use Lozian's power to defeat Isariel. The pain of Losian's betrayal nearly broke him, but he also realized that power is not everything, and that faith and choice are the keys to true destiny. He refuses to be taken advantage of and decides to end the chaos in the demon realm in his own way. Chapter 7, The Truth of the Cracks. With the help of Shadow Harad, Losian discovers that the root of the rift is the shattering of the ancient forbidden magic of the demon realm, a collapse of the magical order between heaven and earth. He understood that only by repairing the rift would it be possible for the demon realm to restore balance. In the decisive battle, Losian used the power of spatial immunity to contend with both Athriel and Salzak, and awakened the source of ancient magic that had slumbered deep in the rift. Chapter 8, The New Demon King. After the battle, the crack gradually closed. The demon realm regained its temporary calm. Losian did not choose to become a demon king in the traditional sense, but became the guardian of the demon world, merging power and wisdom to establish a new order. Elena, after being baptized, truly understood the meaning of loyalty and became his right and left hand. Shadow Harad became the new Shadow Bringer, watching over the hidden corners of the demon realm. Chapter 9, Prelude to the Future. Although the rift is closed, the secrets and crises of the demon world have not disappeared. Losian stood on the high platform of the demon realm, staring at the rift in the sky that was gradually dissipating. He knew it was just a new beginning. The future belongs to those who dare to change. He whispered. The chapter of the demon world has officially turned a new page. Chapter 10, The Dark Afterglow. The new order of the demon realm was gradually solidified under the leadership of Losian, but as the rift closed, the dark embers began to burn in the corners. Rumor has it that the source of ancient magic sealed in the depths of the rift is not completely safe, but is a powerful and dangerous force that could cause even greater disaster if used by evil. Although the forces of Aceril and Salzak have been suppressed, they are still secretly accumulating strength, waiting for a chance to turn the tables. The peace on the surface of the demon world hides the deep undercurrent. Chapter 11, The Mystery of the Shadows. During a secret operation, Shadow Harad discovered a forgotten ancient demon race, the Twilight Shadows, who lurked in the deepest shadows of the demon realm, possessing forbidden magic that changed the flow of time and space. The patriarch of the Twilight clan, a monster with a grim face and deep eyes, tells Harad that the rift is only a facade, and that the real danger is that the cocoon of time is gradually disintegrating. The cocoon of time is an ancient magical barrier that seals the chaos of time and space, and if destroyed, the entire demon world will fall into never-ending temporal confusion and chaos. Harad hastily brought the news back to Losian, but the secret could only be circulated among a very small number of people. Chapter 12, Losian's Choice. Faced with the Twilight clan's warning, Losian fell into deep thought. He begins to question whether he is strong enough to protect the world. He summoned Elena and Phantom Harad to discuss what to do. Elena advocated direct confrontation with hostile forces and eradication of the roots. Harad, on the other hand, advocated finding the core of the cocoon of time and solving the crisis fundamentally. Losian swayed between two voices, eventually choosing to trust the Guardians of Time teaming up with the Twilight clan to find a way to break the temporal confusion. Chapter 13, A Trial Through Time. The Twilight clan guides Losian and his party into the labyrinth of time, a labyrinth that allows people to travel through different points in time, past and future. In the labyrinth, they experience their past and possible future, witness the pain of Losian's loss of loved ones in the human world, and also see the tragic scene of the future of the demon world plunged into eternal darkness. This trial strengthened Losian's determination to break his fate and rewrite history. Chapter 14, The Conspiracy of Ancient Magic. Deep in the labyrinth, Losian discovers an unexpected enemy, the sealed ancient magical god Varenhil, who seeks to use the disintegration of the cocoon of time to reshape the demon realm and become the true demon king. Wirenhill has the ability to warp time, plunging his enemies into eternal illusions and suffering. A thrilling battle unfolds, with Lozine, supported by his teammates, battling it out against the ancient god. Elena's swordsmanship and Harut's shadow magic played a key role, and in the end, Lozine successfully sealed Wirenhill with the power of spatial immunity and the transformation of magical energy. Chapter 15. The crack reappears. After Wirenhill was sealed, the cocoon of time was temporarily stabilized, and the demon world seemed to usher in peace again. However, the power of the rift had not yet completely dissipated, and at the edge of the horizon, a deeper and darker crack slowly opened. In the crack, a pair of blood-red eyes gradually emerged, and a mysterious monster slowly appeared, named Thrandes, known as the Lord of the Rift. He is the embodiment of the power of the rift, from the deepest chaotic abyss in the demon world. He declared, the true ruler of the demon realm has just awakened. Chapter 16. The New Order of the Demon Realm. The appearance of Thrandes caused the demon world to fall into an unprecedented panic again. Lozine rallied all his allies and prepared to face this new catastrophe. He knew that only by uniting all the races of the demon realm could he resist this threat from the abyss of the rift. Elena became his advisor, while Shadow Harut led the assassin forces through the shadows to gather information. Lozine struggles to balance war and peace, but he is determined to forge a future that is no longer bound by prophecy. Chapter 17. The Lord of the Broken Threads. The ultimate battle of the demon realm breaks out, and Thrandes uses the power of chaos to summon the energy of the rift, destroying the spatial barrier and plunging the demon realm into despair. Lozine relied on his spatial immunity and ability to absorb magical energy to engage in a life-and-death duel with Thrandes. This battle is not only a contest of strength, but also a duel of wills. With unwavering faith and the support of his teammates, Lozine succeeded in sealing Thrandes back into the abyss of the rift. Chapter 18. Guardian of the Rift. After many hardships and dangers, Lozine finally stabilized the new order of the demon realm, and he was no longer an unlucky human who passively accepted the prophecy, but became a true guardian of the rift. The races of the demon realm began to coexist peacefully, and the rift became a protective barrier to prevent the invasion of chaotic forces. Lozine looked at the starry sky and smiled and said, the future is no longer determined by fate, but created by us together. Chapter 19. The Rebirth of the Demon Realm. Lozine, the guardian of the rift, has established an unprecedented peace and order in the demon realm. The clans of the demon realm stopped fighting and began to work together to rebuild their homes. Elena is tasked with reorganizing the laws of the demon realm, while Shadow Harut is tasked with maintaining the intelligence network and ensuring internal and external stability. The sky of the demon realm is blue, the land is beginning to rejuvenate, and darkness is no longer the only color. Lozine became a legend, but instead of sitting back on his laurels, he kept patrolling the edges of the rift to ensure that the ancient taboo was never broken. Chapter 20. The Balance of Light and Shadow. One day, Lozine receives a summons from the Twilight Clan's emissary, who warns that although the rift is sealed, the hidden chaotic power still exists, and that only when light and shadow are truly balanced can the demon world remain at peace. Lozine began to lead the races of the demon realm to carry out a ritual of light and shadow, merging the powers of light and darkness to eliminate the remaining dangers within the rift. During the festival, Lozine used his spatial immunity as a bridge to connect light and shadow, generating an unprecedented harmonious force, and the future of the demon realm was thus more stable. Chapter 21. The Birth of a New Generation. As the years passed, Lozine left a deep impact on the demon realm. He and Elena formed a new guardian team to nurture the younger generation of demon guardians. Among these new guardians is a half-demon, half-human teenager Ryan, who has inherited the characteristics of Lozine's spatial immunity, representing the fusion and hope of humans and demons. Ryan has high hopes for Lozine and is ready to lead the demon realm to a brighter future. Chapter 22, The Eternal Guardian of the Rift. After completing the final patrol, Losian handed over the responsibility of guarding the rift to Ryan, and chose to return to the human world, to return to the ordinary life he once had, but he knew that the power in his heart would always guard the balance between the two worlds. As they parted, Elena and Shadow Harad accompanied Losian on their way home, promising that they would join forces again if the demon realm was in danger. Chapter 23, The Perfect Ending, A Future Beyond the Cracks. The rift was sealed, and the demon realm ushered in a new dawn. Losian returned to the human world, surrounded by familiar books and quiet daily life, but his eyes were no longer ordinary, hiding the secrets and missions of protecting the demon world. The demon realm and the human world coexist peacefully under the protection of the rift, which serves as a bridge of communication and understanding between the two worlds. This storm, triggered by an unlucky human straying into the demon realm, finally became a legend that transcended races and destinies. Postscript. The protagonist of this story, Losian, is an ordinary but unwilling man whose misfortune brings miracles and rebirths. The demon realm, a land full of darkness and chaos, has changed because of him, and because of him, he has begun to learn light and peace. Everyone can be the guardian of the rift in their own world, and even if the fate is unfortunate, as long as there is light in the heart, the darkness will eventually dissipate. May you and I find our own strength in the cracks of fate and welcome the unforeseen miracle.